All right, Nerdy Bones back in the studio. What's up, Nick?
What's up, Keith?
What's been going on with you?
Oh man, work.
Yeah, I hear that, man. They got a lot of changes in the future for me. Like I'm definitely got my eyes on the horizon, so to speak.
Yeah, so this is kind of more of a Nerdy Bones state of the channel update type thing. I figure we
Yeah, we haven't had anything on the channel in a while. Like I haven't been doing any True Crime Corner. I haven't doing it,
Yeah, I think the last time we put out was on the 13th of October.
Yeah. Oh, we do have Josh and I for True Crime Corner. We got Henry Dillinger coming up, and he said he's got it already. It's just a matter of him making it to the studio.
It's not a show if it doesn't pop in.
Yeah. But then after Dillinger, we're going to do the California Shootout.
Yeah.
And then I've started my research on Pee Wee Gaskins.
Okay.
He's a heavy hitter, brother. Heavy hitter.
Yeah, so we're gonna start getting back to those again once a month.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I think what's been going on really is I've just been busy. Keith is now he's now in school.
Yeah.
I've just been working my ass off.
Yeah.
I probably work about 10 hours a day, or 9-10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And it kind of leaves me no time for anything.
I'm still slanging pizzas. Hopefully.
It's like I got the weekend off, but Saturdays are kind of a no-go now. And then Sundays, I like to watch football on Sundays.
I wish I could get into football. I've tried so many times.
But I think maybe we need to usually set out like at least one day a month and do a few.
Yeah.
Or so.
Oh, I still have Robin Williams all set and ready to go.
I want to do that one.
Yeah, I have to go back to the material again just to because I have it all written out.
Maybe we'll do that. Well, I guess we could probably do it later this month at some point.
Like I've got all the material written out. I just got to go through it all again to just refresh my brain.
Yeah, I think the big thing is we just need to start putting a schedule together.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Because when we were doing it weekly, as some of you know, like we had a schedule we were keeping to pretty regularly.
Yeah.
That was a brutal schedule we were doing.
Dude, we were doing it every Wednesday, like without fail.
Yeah.
Without fail, and like our entire week was filled with research.
Yeah.
It was work research.
It was exhausting, man.
I remember there was a couple times like I'm not ready. Okay, hit record.
Yeah. We just kind of breezed through it.
My favorite one that I ever did the research for was either Power Rangers or Houdini. Those are probably like my two favorite ones I did the research for.
I remember enjoying the Pirates.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Even though I was kind of doing verbatim from a documentary.
Yeah. I remember when I was telling
the Bill Hicks too, though.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
And when I told you that there was female ninja, you're like, what?
Yeah, that one was good. That was one of the best episodes. Yeah, I think it was Pirates and
Konoichi. my best Japanese fake Irish boy accent.
So yeah, we want to start doing Nerdy Bones again.
Yeah,
our regular Nerdy Bones show.
Yeah.
And then,
and big shout out to 90s Nostalgics. Like, I've been doing a side show with them. Like every introduction, I always say, and I'm Rufus Villain, one half of Nerdy Bones, because because
I'm never around.
Yeah, if you guys get a chance, check out the When Worlds Collide podcast. It's both on this channel and the 90s Nostalgic channel.
Yeah. And I think we should try to do at least a couple Philly Bones a month, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe like one Nerdy Bones, a couple Philly Bones, a True Crime Corner.
Yeah.
We can maybe have something we can put out once a week.
You got to join us on one of the True Crime Corners, man.
Yeah.
You come in just blind. Just come in blind.
Usually by that time of night, though, you record, I'm usually pretty tired. Or some days I'm like, oh, it's like 7 o'clock. Oh, I'm just getting off work.
Yeah. Like, it'd be kind of funny to like especially if you came in like on a heavy hitter episode and you just had no idea like who I was going to talk like Dollop style. But
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I would just like to see your reaction.
So yeah, we're gonna try to start getting a little bit better. I think we say that every month.
Well, both of us have had a lot going on. Like I've started seeing somebody new, and like that's.
You two could always do a show together.
We have
about something.
We have.
Well, about just something in particular.
Well, she's actually suggested that. She's actually got some really legit research on lucid dreaming.
Really?
Yeah. She's talked to me about it a little bit.
She could even do something about if she wanted to like talk about her travels.
Yeah, man. She's spending time
at this moment. She's in Kenya.
Yeah, dude. And like, I've been like, if you guys,
what's up, Jackie? If you hear this,
what's up? And like, the thing is like most of the listeners out there kind of get an idea of my personality, but you know me pretty well.
Yeah.
Like when I really get into a girl, I really get into a girl. Yeah. So, and it's like that was something I actually told her. It was like. Because she lives in Sierra Vista and I live in parts unknown, and it's an hour and a half drive.
Tucson, man.
I know. It's just what I like to say.
Yeah, I know.
It's just my Ric Flair shout out. Woo! But, like there for a while, it was just like it didn't bother me when we had time apart and stuff like that. I was like, no big deal. and I went and spent the night with her. Spent the night with her at the hotel here in Tucson before she left for Kenya. And and I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna be perfectly fine. And then I got back to the house at like 4 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and I just sat here. I was like, whoa, why is this bothering me so much right now?
Yeah.
Holy hell. So it's pretty cool, man. She's good for me. She's a good influence.
Good peoples.
Yeah, good peoples. So yeah, but that's what's been going on with me. Like, I've been on the job hunt, like still slanging pizzas, but there's bigger things for me in the future.
Yeah.
So.
I had it was interesting. I was doing a job the other day, and I met like the coolest woman. She was kind of badass to me.
Yeah.
Like, she showed up, or like I heard her on the phone at one point. I was installing a water heater for her. And what happened was, like, I heard her on the phone. She was arguing with like Wells Fargo, and she was like, and she was pretty much just like, if I wanted to be like, I guess they were charging her like 22% interest or something on a credit card, and she was like, if I wanted to be fucked, I'd go to a bar or something like that. I mean, obviously, I'm horrible telling that story, but
yeah.
I heard her say that, and I was just like, oh my god.
I only.
And then she read like my whole like astrology thing.
Oh god.
Like birth chart and all that stuff, and I really am not really one for that stuff.
Yeah.
But it was kind of interesting. A couple of things, she'd tell me like, oh, you don't have a good relationship with your mother, do you? I'm like, no, I don't actually.
Which?
She's like, you a Black Widow mother? I'm like, I don't know what that means, but okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Nice.
But yeah, I just work so much, man.
Yeah, I know.
Even having the weekends off, it's like recovery.
My big goal for my next employment is actually have the weekends off.
It's so nice, man. I don't think I ever had a job where I had the weekends off.
Well, I had last week for Thanksgiving, because I have Wednesday, Sundays off. Mm-hmm. This last weekend for Thanksgiving, I had Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday off. And I noticed in the middle of the week, Jackie's gone, so I basically was like here in the studio, and just like twiddling my thumbs, like, okay, let's get some stuff done. Let's clean the house. Let's do laundry. Let's do, and none of it got done. Like,
of course.
Well, yeah, I like the first day I sat and watched TV all day. Mm-hmm. And then the second day, because I've actually set myself 1 hour of TV time a day lately.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like, so like when you went and got your window fixed, we'll tell them that story in a minute.
Yeah.
But like when you went and got your window fixed, I watched the show Good Mythical Morning. Yeah. I watched a couple episodes of that, and then was perfectly happy to turn the TV off and read.
I should do that more.
Like I've been reading this book right here. Big shout out to Roger Lane.
Yeah, I've thought about that lately. Yeah. Actually, I was watching TV, I think like yesterday, and I was just like, man, I really need to read more again. I'm like, I enjoy reading, but I never like get around to doing it.
Well, this book, just because I gave it a shout out, is called Murder in America. Yeah. It's just kind of a...
I remember at one point last year, it was in, I think it was actually in January, I had like this goal of I wanted to read like one book a week. Yeah. I think I ended up reading 3 books that month.
Speaking of books, I've become obsessed with The Expanse. Dude,
yeah.
I'm on my second way through it. Do they
have another season coming out soon?
No, I'm talking about the book.
I know.
But yeah, well, the next season comes out the day before my birthday. Happy birthday, me.
Yeah, happy birthday, you.
Yeah, but I'm on my second run. James A. Corey is actually what do you call it when a writer takes on a fake name?
Oh,
pen name?
Yeah, you could say a pen name.
Yeah, James A. Corey is actually a pen name for 2 guys. And they've only written, this is the only thing they've ever written. So like...
as far as you know, it could be.
Well, I looked into it. I've been on their website and like all this shit, dude. And like, there's so many like Facebook groups, and like it's as big as Firefly ever was as far as like fandom.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's not including the TV show. That's not including the TV show. But I have to recommend it if you guys are into like sci-fi. One of the cool things about it is it's really scientifically accurate. Like they talk about the Coriolis effect all the time, because like when they're on when they're like on a space station, they'll have to, like, whatever like level they're in changes the Coriolis effect. So the further away they are from the core of the space station, there's more Coriolis effect. So if you're like trying to pour yourself a glass of coffee, you got to hold your arms like 2 feet apart and then like bring it in. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, no, you start the characters basically will start like this and then like pull it out, just because that's just something they do.
What? So I know I've heard of that.
Okay, so
what is it exactly?
What Coriolis effect is basically spin gravity. Mm-hmm. So
like you see like 2001?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like say if you were to pour liquid, it would come out at a curve. It doesn't pour straight down because of spin gravity, because if you're under spin gravity, you're not being pulled directly back.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually being pulled back and then to the side a little bit.
Huh.
Yeah, so the closer you get into the center of spin gravity, it gets less and less. And that's one of the weird things of like with the way gravity works, because we're on what's called a gravity well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on the very surface of what the Coriolis effect would be. But for everything for us goes straight down.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really weird because mass, like
That's some crazy shit. Man.
it
You're
really
talking.
is. Well, and I've been learning this through these books, and I actually looked it up to see if it was like I guess one of the guys, I think I read that he's like a science major or something fucking weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the books they always talk about like quarter G and microgravity, and they're talking about how this is actually a scientific hypothesis that fish actually create more omega 3s
Yeah, I think so.
in microgravity, and they don't know why.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, anyway, that was a classic Keith tangent.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we were gonna say how right before we did this episode, I was planning on coming over today
Right.
early, and then I was like, hey, let's go over to Goodwill and see if they got anything good, which they didn't. Day after Black Friday,
Yeah,
or 2 days
they
later.
got cleaned out.
They
man.
did.
They got cleaned out.
We were in and out of there like 5 minutes, but then like my window
Well,
got all...
there was those shady fucking ass teenagers.
Oh,
man.
dude, those two shady ass teenagers, yeah.
One of them had a stick and was like swinging it and hitting the ground.
Sitting
with
behind
it.
a Metro PCS.
And like,
we were like 14, 15 years old.
in like 70-degree weather with hoodies over their head
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Yeah, but go ahead and tell.
But no, like, yeah, my window all of a sudden like fucking slid down. Like I put my window up and all of a sudden it just went straight down. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So
I was just surprised it didn't break.
took the door panel off and didn't know what the hell I was looking at or doing. That was kind of stupid of me. And then
I
took it to
discourage
Pep
you.
Boys, and it turned out motor went bad, or a regulator motor went bad on the window. It cost me $500 fucking dollars to get it fixed. Almost $300 for the part.
Makes you want to get into that line of work, see what you can get.
I've thought about that in the past.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, watching my dad as an auto body technician growing up, like, fuck that.
I can do a lot of stuff, honestly, on a car. Like, I learned a lot from my dad about working on a car. In fact, I was talking to this guy about his brakes, and he was like asking, like, "Oh, do you think I should get those replaced or not?" And I was just like, "No, not really." And all this and that. I was like, "Yeah, they're probably trying to sell you on all this other shit."
Well, speaking of vehicular shit, anybody that follows me on Instagram or Facebook, did you see my bike getting hit on the bus?
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, that guy lost his foot.
He did.
That's my assessment, because it basically wasn't attached to his body. Like, I'm a big fan of horror and gore. I look at it completely.
The guy was on a motorcycle, right?
Yeah, he was coming off of Aviation Highway, and we were coming under the underpass right next to the Snake Bridge.
Yeah.
And
can we explain this to people who have no idea what this is?
Okay, so my work is on 4th Avenue, which is central Tucson.
Yeah.
And I got on the bus because it was getting late and I didn't have my headlight on my bike. So I put my bike on the front of the bus, got on the bus, and we left the bus station, went down to this Congress. Is that what it is? Congress?
Yeah, Congress.
Congress Street leading out to Broadway, which merges with a highway or a freeway. I don't know what I don't know.
Highway.
Yeah. So long story short, we were coming up under this bridge, and there's this guy on this crotch rocket that tried to get in front of the bus. Mm-hmm. And my bike made full contact with this guy, dude. Like, the bus, like,
He was just dumb and
yeah, dude. Like his bike was under the bus.
yeah.
He's so fucking lucky. Literally, because I was actually sitting on the bus looking at my phone, but everybody in the entire cabin just went fucking flying around. I didn't move. I don't know how I didn't move. But like, I was just sitting there, and I was like, boom, like the bus tail went up and everything.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. And like,
His motorcycle, of course, was destroyed.
oh, dude, it was under the bus.
Yeah.
Well, it had to be under the bus because I couldn't find it. I didn't see it anywhere.
Yeah.
And so it basically folded my front tire into a taco, just tweaked my frame. Somehow I got it fixed. I'm still riding it. But like, I got up and looked out the window, and I saw a full-on fucking gore scene, dude. Like, this guy's left foot, he wasn't wearing a helmet.
And you're like a gore hound too. I mean, you
Yeah,
watch
I
all,
know.
like the you read all the murder books and watch all the murder stuff.
Well, put things in perspective. We'll put it that way.
Big fan of you dressed up as Dahmer for like Comic-Con.
Comic-Con, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I stand up and look out the window, and the guy, to me, it just looked like the guy was just hurt and laying on the ground. And then he tried to stand up.
Oh shit.
Dude.
What? Come on, keep it going.
His foot came away from his leg. Yeah, and then and I was just like looking at it, just like all these tacky ass people were filming it. Not cool.
No.
I got to say, not cool.
Well, people nowadays they have to.
I was tempted to.
They have to document their life. It's like going to a concert and people got their phones up. It's like, no, fucking experience the moment. That's actually that's a big thing nowadays.
Well, it's like a lot of stand-up comedians don't let you.
I love how they stop. How they do that now.
Yeah,
how stand-up comedians do that. Like, because it's like, this material isn't completely finished. You know, it won't be completely finished until I film this.
Yeah, and you're stealing
do not give this away and ruin it for somebody else seeing it for the first time.
Yeah, but so luckily, I don't know. This was by the grace of God. There was actually a cop behind us.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so there was a cop on the scene within like 30 seconds, literally like 30 seconds. And he walks over and cuts this guy's pant leg off, and I see bone. I see bone. I see not viscera because that's guts. I see bone, stria.
He probably tried to stand because he was just so jacked up on endorphins.
Dude, definitely, dude. Yeah, he wasn't screaming, nothing. He was definitely
just in shock.
Yeah. So they cut his pant leg off. I see the gore of his leg, and then the cop rolls him over, and he has a laceration to the bone from just above his knee to like I saw his hip bone.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. And like I'm pretty sure my bike actually saved his life because he bounced off my bike instead of the windshield.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was like wow, dude. And I got, Jackie came down from Sierra Vista and helped me get. I was back on my bike the next day, which is fucking amazing.
Yeah, right.
And I actually kind of had the idea to look around and see if I could find what hospital this guy went to like see if he survived.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I don't want to. What if he didn't? Do I really want to know that? You know what I mean? And
it's not your fault.
Still.
Yeah, it still kind of messes with
Yeah,
you.
and like there was literally people like taking photos, and by then, like I was like, well, this is fucked up.
It seems like an episode of Black Mirror or something.
Yeah, this is what's fucked up. My very first thing that came out of my mouth, as I said to the driver, is like, "What about my bike, dude?" that was like literally the first thing that came out of my mouth. Sunshine paid for it. So.
No, that happens.
Yeah, Sunshine paid for it. Even though on the front of the bus it says use bike rack at your own risk.
Oh, so wait, Suntrain is the bus company. Just for people who don't know. They paid. What do you mean they paid for it?
Well, they're going. Like I have all the receipts, and they're going to pay. They're going to reimburse me.
Oh, they're going to. They haven't
yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're like, because I took pictures of the bus and I took pictures of my bike. That have all.
Should have been like the bike got totaled. I need a new bike.
Yeah, I would have probably had to prove that though. But it still rides like. The back of it feels like I'm like doing like this wobbly like fishtail thing as I'm riding because the frame isn't completely straight. But I got to give big ups to the High Sierra Bike Company to take that kind of fucking brunt, dude. Like we were doing a good 30 miles an hour on a bus.
Shit.
Yeah, but that's the end of my gore story.
All right. So that was our current state of our life, and we don't normally do like
just random nerdy bones.
Yeah. Well, just talking about our lives.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. We started out, we're like, okay, this is the state of Nerdy Bones. Then we were like, this is what's going on in our lives right now.
Yeah, yeah. I've been, Comic-Con was fun. You saw the pictures from that.
Yep.
Other than that, like I said, just looking to make life changes.
Yeah, me too, actually. That was one thing, actually, the one who was doing my astrology thing was like talking about was, you're going to have like a really good year. Like this year hasn't been so good for you, but next year she's like, it's going to be a really good year for you.
Yeah.
Like work-wise, like it's going to be really good and everything else. She's like, you're going to have a really good year next year. I was like, well, I hope so. And I've just been kind of lonely lately. Like last night, like I hit you up. I was like, just feeling lonely.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Like
trying to meet a lady, just not happening.
Yeah. Well, I feel lucky that I came across Jackie, man.
Yeah.
It was just like
you always find these amazing women,
dude. Well, I've also found some bad ones.
You found some pretty crazy ones.
Yeah, I've had some pretty bad ones. Like she's nothing but a good influence on me. Like she's seen me at my.
She is.
Yeah, she's seen me at my craziest, and like because anybody that listens to the show knows I'm on medication and I'm not sane. And she's.
Are
like,
any of us really sane?
That's a relative question, my friend. But she's seen me like just lose my shit and just take it with a grain of salt. And he's like, oh, that's just Keith. So,
I do have a woman I'd really like to date, but she's just no.
Yeah. Well, I am making steps to be a better person, so I'll give myself that much credit. Yeah. But it is what it is, my friend.
That's true. That's true. One thing I did do, you talk about life changes, I did buy an exercise bike.
Nice.
I just need to get some fucking exercise, man.
Just like a basic elliptical or?
Just a just a regular, like, or yeah. Well, I don't know if
Well,
you
no,
call it
elliptical's
Just
something.
I just say an exercise bike. I mean,
Well, an
you
elliptical's
know.
a little different than an exercise bike.
Yeah.
An exercise bike is basically a stationary bike.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can like crank down the resistance.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah. I try to do just on the bottom resistance. I try to do about 10, 11 miles.
Nice.
I skipped the past few days, and I think today I might skip it just because I've walked like for a while just to go. I walked for a while just to go grab a drink from QT's.
I typically average just on a regular
Because
bike.
I love QT's iced tea.
Yeah. Dude, I'm an iced tea junkie, man.
Me too. That's what I drink like every day.
Yeah.
I actually look for QT's
Like I don't like
just to go get their iced tea.
like
It's so good.
this morning in particular,
And it's I'm sorry to cut you off,
go ahead.
but it's weird because the guy that I was that I was talking to while I was getting my car fixed worked at QT's
really
or works for QT's.
that's
yeah.
funny. Like I'm hooked on like your basic Louisiana iced tea. That's
Unsweetened or sweetened?
unsweetened, man. All
Gotta
day.
go unsweetened, man.
Yeah, unsweetened.
Unsweetened is the way.
Like
I hate sweetened.
Jackie
sweetened
makes
tea.
fun of me because like we'll go to breakfast or something like that, and I'll have like 6-7 glasses of iced tea.
I love iced tea. I don't drink coffee really ever.
I can't
I think
handle
I've had one cup of coffee in the last like 6 months.
The smell of coffee fucking makes me
I
nauseous.
don't. It's not that I don't like coffee. Like if I'm at breakfast, for instance, like if me and you were to go to breakfast, I'd probably order a cup of coffee.
Yeah, me it's iced
But I
tea
just
all day.
don't. But I just but tea. I drink a shit ton of iced tea, man. Just the way it is.
Iced tea is good for you.
It is.
It's a detoxin.
I was looking actually like what was it? I was in a gas station and they put down the calories for tea and it was like, oh, it's like 122 calories for a large iced tea, like sweetened iced tea, and it's like 15 calories for an unsweetened iced tea.
Exactly.
I was like, holy shit, really?
Well, to me, it's just refreshing as fuck.
It
dude.
is.
Like I made a blah blah blah. I don't have a thing to put to make sun tea. Mm-hmm. So I brewed some up in the teapot that that I have, and I put way too many bags in it. And I like came and sat down here in the studio and took a drink out of it. I was like,
Is it strong?
yeah, dude. Like the thing is, I made it the night before, and I didn't like. It's cold enough right now in the house to where it was chilly. It was cold when I got up, so I just like poured myself a cup and came and sat down here in the studio and took a drink, and I was like, whoa. And I don't have a container big enough to dilute it. So what I ended up doing was pouring just a little bit in a glass.
Yeah, and you mix it with some water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I do that all the time. I used to do that actually when we worked together.
Yeah.
What I do is I get a glass of water and I put like a little bit of iced tea in there.
Yeah.
Just kind of cut it.
I tried and do it on Arnold Palmer the other day.
Yeah.
Can't do it, man.
No, it gets too sweet.
I can't do it. Yeah, I'm not big on sweet stuff. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Like
I feel better too because I'm like I don't like to drink a lot of soda.
Yeah.
I drink soda with my whiskey.
There you go.
As I'm doing right now. My whiskey cokes. I love those. But other than that, I just drink a lot of iced tea.
Yeah.
I drink a shit ton of iced tea.
I could drink iced tea all day.
Yeah.
I typically.
I don't get tired. It's weird for me because I don't get tired of drinking iced tea.
It's funny that the conversation got to iced
I
tea.
know. I steered us toward drinking. We did this 2-minute rant on iced tea.
Yeah, it's because it's awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite brand, Lipton or Louisiana?
I don't know if I have Louisiana. So
It's all black tea, is what it is.
I drink a lot of black tea.
Yeah.
Actually, when I go to QT's, I always get the passion. I like good
Passion fruit.
or the black mango.
I like just straight tea. I don't like flavored tea at all.
Well, those when they're unsweetened, you don't really taste it at all. It's got like it's actually I tried to just get into regular lemon or just regular iced tea at QT's one day, unsweetened, and it actually tasted kind of shitty.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got to remember to not vape into the mic. Sorry,
Eh.
go ahead.
So yeah, when you go next time you go to QT's, get the passion fruit if you can.
Okay.
Unsweetened passion fruit,
How-
or that, or the black mango.
What's the one that's owned by Mormons?
There's a tea.
Is
company?
it QT? No. It's a convenience store.
Oh.
Quick Trip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why they don't sell tobacco.
They sell tobacco at Quick Trip.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, they do.
Well, it's not QT then. It's God, it's the one that's like basically a store.
Quick Mart.
No,
No.
there's one up here where the drive-in used to be.
Fucking, I don't know.
Quick Stop or
Quick
something,
Stop?
something like that. Something like that.
It was Quick Mart.
That might be
They
it.
still sell
Well,
tobacco.
well, there's this one right up here that does not sell tobacco.
I don't know, man.
Or they sell alcohol. No, I'm talking about my ass. But yeah, they don't sell tobacco because I tried buying it there.
Well, that was
And they are
Walgreens isn't
and they're-
Walgreens or CVS. They don't sell tobacco.
CVS. And their employees, I actually asked them about it, have to wear sleeves if they have tattoos.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got anything else we're going to talk about here?
I think we're good, man.
I think we're good. This has been the 25-minute State of Nerdy Bones, which was 3 minutes of the State of Nerdy Bones and
And iced tea.
and the rest of it, us bullshitting about our lives, and everything else, and iced tea, for like 5 minutes.
Iced tea. If you guys don't know, we like iced tea.
Yeah. So in the end, I guess we just want to say,
we just wanted to let you guys know we're still here.
We're still here,
yeah,
and we want to put out more content. It's just we've been busy.
Yeah,
but we're gonna start trying to do it more, as we always say. But
stuff happens in life.
I think we need to get like 1 or 2 days a month. We need to just record a bunch of shit, schedule it.
And just bank a
We're not 90s nostalgics, man. We don't live together.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
I don't know how Sarah puts up with that fucking Ronnie, man. I really don't.
Switching's a badass, man.
Switching is a badass. I'm not shit talking Ronnie. Don't even go there.
I know.
Ronnie's badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he has fantastic taste in games.
And again,
and I love those little videos he does with his son where he goes.
It's so great.
And
it's
does,
so great. Yeah, follow them on Instagram too. They got a great Instagram page.
They do have a great Instagram.
So yeah, they do a lot of video game stuff, like on their Instagram. Like I don't know what arcade they've been going to.
They went to Dave and Buster's.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But my props are always to Sarah for putting up with his bullshit.
Oh yeah. Sarah Bears is awesome.
I don't know how she does it, but hey, you know what? You love the guy. That's all that matters.
Yeah. So check them out. Check out When Worlds Collide. Check out everything on this channel. And thanks a lot, guys. And
thank you for listening.
And Nerdy Bones. And we're out.